Good morning, everyone. This is Mary. You're watching another little piece of my art. Today we're going to do the art room tour. So here I am, and this is in Florida. We are in a mobile home. Well, manufactured home. It's not mobile because I can't pick it up. And our home was built in, I think, 1986. I want to say 80, yes, something like that, 86, 85. So a lot of the stuff is, dated in terms of like paneling on the walls and whatnot. So when I take you through, I'll kind of talk about what I like and what I don't like and things that I'm, going to try to change at some point or whatever. But this is this room here, at one point in time, I'm going to assume was their screened-in Florida room. And what they did was they closed it off. So you can see, let's see, right here. You can see into my living room over there. And this is a sliding glass door. So at some point in time, they added this because the only way to get in was over here at that archway there. No, sorry, reverse. The only way to get in between in and out was the sliding door. And so they didn't want it that way, so they had put this archway in. And then I guess in the original place, they put this sink in here because I'm going to assume that when this was closed off, this whole arch thingy, when it was closed off, it was too much of a hassle to go all the way through this room, around the entire house, to get a drink of water or whatever you need to do with the sink. So, yeah, we'll start here. Turn my lights on for you. So these are built-in. This is a built-in kind of recessed area here. When I first got here, this entire thing was flooded, or it got stopped up from the main sink. And then when they undid it, stuff was flying out of here. It flooded underneath there. Florida's very floody, I have learned. So stuff I had under there got ruined. I tried to dry some of it in the sun. Some of it was okay, but not all of it. So I decided to use this area kind of to store my coloring books and then also to display some of my children's artwork, because I've been keeping it all these years. I would like to frame it at some point in time, but custom framing costs a lot, and it's very difficult for me to cut these down. But like that one up there, my daughter made with chalk pastel, and my son made that one with chalk pastel. I think there's some of my, there's some drawings from my grandson there, a painting from my daughter. Up here in the top, I have some more. The fish was made by my son in like kindergarten, and then there's a tree one back there that was made by my daughter. I also have a collection of cowboy boots that my kids and grandkids wore. I don't know why I'm obsessed with them, but I am. And then in the back there, you can see a big long, like a batik print. My daughter made that out of paper bags when she was a senior in high school. And then some more boots over there. My little chatty was this small. My son. I know, right? So, up there, I have my oversized coloring books. You guys, I got rid of a lot of books when I moved because it was just too heavy. So those are like my dot to dots and so forth. And then here I have, the ones that I kind of started with in the beginning of the journey, I guess. The art of mindfulness. Over here, I have my watercolor books, Rainforest Escape and Carnival Escape, and then just some odds and end ones that I wanted to keep because I liked them, or I thought I might get into them eventually. I didn't dislike them, let's put it that way. So then on this one here, I bought these baskets in Rome when I lived in Italy, and I have had these baskets, well, since I've been 18 years old, and that's how long they last. So if you see some baskets in Italy, buy them. In here I have a whole collection of twistables. I keep those there. And then this one I have just different, you know, odds and ends sets. I'm using a selfie stick. I hope you guys can see. Just different odds and ends sets. I think this one is Sergeant Art. And then there's just, you know, like the double-ended Crayolas. Things that I want to keep, but, you know, I'm not using them every single day or whatever. I have some woodworking that my dad made for me. Carved this out of a block. My swatch book. And some of these other kinds of, like, books that I want to get more into. Over here, in this pencil case, I got pencil case because everybody has a pencil case. And I actually don't like it because I'm like one of these out of sight, out of mind people, and I can never find my pencils, and then I remember they're in a case, and then I take the case, and then I have pulled them all out, and it's a mess, and I have to put them back, and I just don't like it. But in here is all Crayolas. If you're like a 70s baby, you'll remember Holly Hobbie. There's a turtle that my son made me, and Pippi Longstocking's doll for my mama. Okay, over here, excuse me, we have all watercolor pencils. So I like the system of putting stuff in buckets or jars or whatever that you can see it, what it is, you know. And there is the kind of classic coloring books, what's left of the ones that I did have. Down here is all of my Johanna Basford's, all of the Creative Havens, and all of Deborah Muller. And over here, someone had given me, this is a utensil holder, you know, for forks and stuff. And it doesn't fit in the drawer. So I just have some random rocks that people gave me. Whoops, I'm sorry. This one came from the Jersey Shore. This one my grandson picked up. This one my daughter bought me in Colorado. You know, just stuff like that. This is a mud doll that I bought in Spain. Husband's Zippo was like one of the first gifts I ever gave him when we met. You know, just little things. So this is like my husband and his dad have these. My husband's name is Tom, and his dad's name is John. And I don't know where in the world they got these little wooden shoes, but they're adorable, and I keep my collection of smushed pennies in there. And this is a little doll that I made out of a kit. It took me forever, and I have 2 more kits. One is a mouse, and I don't know if I can do it because I hate mice, and the other one is I think it's a raccoon. I can't remember, but yeah, there's that. Some treasure that I made with my grandson at a children's museum. My favorite family portrait. That is all of us. Me and the hubby are Dorothy and the Scarecrow. My son is dressed up as like an Indian warrior. My daughter's a cheerleader. My older daughter was like a disco queen or a hippie. I don't really know really what that is, but whatever. This is where I keep like Millie Murata, and then some of the just patterny type books, and my tattoo collection books, which I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. But you know, I have these 2 here, and they're so big. And that pencil case holds nicer pencils. And then here is my collection of the hardback 100 Designs books. So down here I have this stack of Dollar Tree boxes, and I have still not yet figured out what I want to do with them, how I want to make them. So there they sit. Oh, this picture here, my daughter made in school. On the right side of the picture is an actual photocopy of a picture of her, and then she drew the left side in. I just love that. So yeah, I turned on my lights for you guys. I'll turn them off. I have this one that has a little timer. And just boop. Yep. I got that one. I got that one at Five Below, and I don't think they have them anymore, which is a shame because they were cute. So yeah, I don't use this sink because it's going to leak everywhere. So I think they've disconnected it now. I wanna take this out. I want to take this whole thing out and just put the shelves all the way down. I think that would be a lot better. We're gonna rip this carpet up. We're gonna rip all the carpet up. It's gross. Everything in here is what do you call it? From the time that the home was built, there was no upgrades or anything like that done. So yeah, work is cut out for us. I keep my sealer over here because the front door is right there, and it's just, I go outside when I want to spray something. I just wanted to show you these. When the kids were little, we would make puppets from cereal boxes and paint them and play with them. Yeah. So they were precious. I couldn't get rid of those. I'm trying to figure out what to do with those. If you have any ideas what to do with my puppets or these boxes from Dollar Tree, let me know. So in here, basically it's a mess, but I usually throw stuff that I've just bought and I need to like decide what to do with in there. But underneath is my collection of markers. And you can see that I don't really, use them that much. Those are the Crayola ones. Picture of me and my brothers. And then here is like all the tools of the trade, or, things you would turn the light on. Things that you would use in art. Different pliers and brushes and whatnot. So there's that. Okay. So let me back up a little bit. So there's the door. Here's my dog sign. I got that at Hobby Lobby, and I attached hooks to the bottom to put all of this stuff they need because there's no fence here. So when we take the dogs out, they have to go, out on a leash, and it's easy to just have it there. Now you can see this has a window seat. It's a very long window seat, right? Well, here's my question. Why would you have a window seat and then put these long blinds there? Because here's the thing. If you sit on there, you smush the blinds into the window. Now you can pull the blinds open all the way, like with the stick thing, and just push them all the way to the side. But then the people that are walking down the street are going to see you and whatever you're doing. So I haven't figured out the windows yet. That's why there's nothing there. And also, the person that lived here before me has these in every place I go in this house. She has these hooks, curtain rod hooks things, but the bars are gone. I'm like, why would you take your bars and not your? I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, so. Yeah, this is the only plant I brought from home, and I love my plants. This is the only one because this one was sentimental. My daughter bought me that plant like 3 or 4 years ago, and it's a orchid, and I've managed to not kill it yet, but it did suffer along the way, so I'm hoping that it's going to be okay. It was in this pot, well, just sitting in this little dish right here in the window, and then I moved it up there. So I left this here just in case it doesn't do well there. So we'll see what happens. So yeah, we go on here. I have I got that recently. It's a little thimble set because this is my sewing room as well. Have I sewed? No. This is my dollhouse. I left 2 dollhouses back in Ohio, and I brought this one with me because this one was a gift from my daughter. So, yeah, see, I had it all set up for Christmas with the little tree. I need to go in there and take that down and put some different things up. I have a whole bag of miniatures that I have underneath the couch so that I can switch things out whenever I want to. And then so here's the thing with the lighting. So there's the light, right? Ceiling fans in every place, every room in Florida. Well, we bought 2 different light kits, the one that's recommended for this one, and they don't work. So I have no idea why the fan blades turn, but the light kits, brand new from Home Depot, do not work. So I have to use lamps, and it gets very dark in here. So I have more than one lamp. So you'll see a lot of lamps. So here is the bookshelves that were in my bedroom back home in Ohio. They really took a beating in the hall. So they really took a beating, yeah. I know someone's calling me. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna need to get some kind of polish or something, try to buff that out or sand it down a little bit. I don't know. But anyways, up here on this shelf is where I keep all my art books. So if you are interested in seeing my art book collection, let me know and I will show them to you. Some of them are things I kept from college, like this is from art therapy class in college, and this one is from poetry. But most of the books that I had were gone. I really was selective when I was deciding what to bring. Some of these I got here, but to carry from one place 900 miles away, yeah, I was super selective about it. Now here on this shelf is, well, here's some like paper and pads and stuff. I am taking an art class here. It's tomorrow at 1. It's every Thursday at 1. So I need to have paper. And here is all of the stuff I use for collage work. So all this. And then these are current journals that I work in. I turned this on for you. So it's my little light. My little art dude. It turns off like that. I also have this light here, and you can see how much I've used it. I don't even have the paper off yet. This opens. This thing opens. It makes like a desk, but it's not, I'm worried it's not a strong enough desk to be doing sewing on, because my sewing machine is heavy, so I haven't done anything with it yet. This is my sewing machine. I have 2 now. My friend gave me hers. This is hers. It's in great condition. She used it one time. So I have that one, and then I have my old one that I'm going to use for sewing paper for making journals. So this part of the room is a mess because I really don't know what to do with this stuff. I've got this old toy chest here that was my daughter's, and I have that crammed with sewing supplies. And then I have this acrylic chest here that my friend, who has an acrylic business, made me years ago. You can tell it's been years by the terrible brass that I need to clean. And then like this stuff here that I use. So I just don't know really what to do with this area, because you can't put, I don't want to put some kind of big storage thing there, because then it blocks the window. I already have that leaning against the blinds and I'm not happy with it. So I don't know yet. The sewing part I haven't figured out. I know I've been here 4 months, but I just don't know. Well, here's my other shelf. And of course we have the Obligatory hurricane lamp there. I don't even know what's in that blue box, but oh, up here we had a leak. And then, you know, it wasn't really bad or anything, and then it rained a couple more times, and oh yeah, it was bad. So we had to call somebody that does roofs, and they had to fix it, the roof. And then my brother came and spray painted with Kills the spots where it leaked, so that was a not fun time. And so then these are just the books that I have kept my entire life, just because they meant something to me. This was my brother's Lord of the Rings. Is it Lord of the Rings? No, the Hobbit books right here. These are all of our yearbooks that, you know, you don't think you're ever going to care or want your yearbook again, but so many times, because my husband Facebooks, I don't use Facebook, but he does, and so many times he'll be like, oh, do you remember so-and-so from school? And I'm like, I don't know. No, maybe, I don't know. And then like, you go, I wish we had a yearbook. So when we moved, I just put them all here where we can get to them. And then I have some books that were my kids growing up, and I even have managed to keep my entire life a book that was mine, which I am not going to pull it out. This one was also mine as a child. So there's that. And then, you know, like family Bibles and, oh, where's the one? Oh, no, right here. So this was given to me right before college. You know, it's old, but that's okay. So there's that. And then on this shelf, same thing, just more of it. Books that I like and mean something to me or belong to someone else or blah, blah, blah. Wizard of Oz stuff. And then in here I have the markers that I actually use a lot of, more so than the Crayola. And then here's also some Morogitans. I don't know why they're there, but they are. I have no idea what's in here. Let's not open it. Then in this one, I had my, oops, sorry. I had my gel pen collection. Most of this was all gel pens. And then my brother gave me a 100-pack of gel pens for Christmas. So I've been using those too. And then all these binders are family photos. I did scrapbooking for a while, a long time. And then just some other, you know, this was my brother's. My button book, I use this a lot because I buy buttons and it tells you their value. And then these are just my extra mats from the Dollar Tree to do artwork on so that I don't make a mess, which I still do, but whatever. And then, you know, yeah, the floor, this is where I was sitting to work until my neighbor gave me this table that I'm going to show you in a second. So on this wall, I just have a mirror that I bought, and then a photograph of one of my brother's bands. I used to be their photographer and do, you know, their, when they would put out emails online and stuff like that. So their PR, I guess. And so, yeah, I put this wrap from Belize up here because, sorry, my dog was coughing. I put that up there because it just kind of separates the room more. So that's the living room that you can see over there. And then this way would be the TV. So I'm going to put a TV in here. It's going to be a small one, but just so that I have something to, you know, listen to when I'm working in here. So this is the couch. It makes into a bed, which, you know, in Florida is a thing because people always want to visit you. And I have had many people sleep on this couch, but they have not been my kids yet. So I'm really hoping that they come soon because I miss them. My Frida Poster, I've had that for years and years and years. I love it. And then, yeah, so, oh, that's the Day of the Dead piece that I was working on over Halloween time and the early part of November. And I haven't finished it yet, so there it sits. So here is this cool table that my neighbor was throwing away, and she asked me if I wanted it before she threw it away, and I was like, oh my God. So this is a beautiful mid-century modern table. What is cool about it is the drawers can pull out of either end. So I can sit here and do my stuff. There's my stack of coloring books I want to work on this year. This is my paints that I use all the time. And I guess this is supposed to be like a chip and dip plate. I don't know, but I put the water here and mix the colors there. Here is this tray my hubby bought for me, and I thought it was so pretty that I just put a selection of pretty buttons in there that were my grandma's or my kids', you know, mixture of all my favorites. And then over here I have my daughter-in-law, oldest daughter and youngest daughter, all being Frida for me on a filter that was on Snapchat or something. I don't know. I wasn't there. So anyways, in this drawer here I have like things that you cut with, cutting mats. I have some stencils, some wax paper that I use in between pages and underneath things, and then a big selection of different rulers that I would use. And then I have a couple, these are to make corners round. And then in this one, you're going to see my problem area here. You're going to see. I have a little bit of glue. Just a little bit, not too much. But this drawer is things that attach things to things. So there's tapes and glues and Mod Podges and washi and staplers and glue runners and glue, and yeah. So that's in that one. And then over here I have watercolors, different pastels, like oil pastels. This one has the chalk pastels that I have been collecting since college, basically, in there. And little pots, you know, that you can use for water. These are great. Dollar Tree has these. This is an excellent thing to do outside. Put your water in there. Carry it with you. I have some brush cleaner that I've also had. I've had this brush cleaner since I worked at Ben Franklin, which is kind of like a Hobby Lobby, and that was in 1992. That's how long, no, 94. So that's how long I've had this brush cleaner. So yeah, so as I was saying, the drawers come out both sides. So it's a little dirty, the table, and it has a few little ouchy spots on there, but I think that one in right here, I think that I can, you know, save it. I mean, I would definitely not let her put it in the trash. So yeah, we can work on either side. So like, I have a friend that I do some things with. She likes to collage. So when she comes over, she can sit on one side, I can sit on the other side, and, you know, it works out. So you guys, that is my space. What do you think? Let me know. Tell me if you have any suggestions for ways that I can make it better or organize it more, or, you know, make it more efficient. Let me know. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.